Hey hunters, today I'm going to try and convince you in 3 minutes that ancient Australia, ancient Turkey, and ancient Easter Island are all connected. Did you know that the back of the Moai statues on Easter Island are all intricately carved? Because I didn't. When you study these carvings, you can see symbolically and artistically they are very similar to Pillar 43 at Göbekli Tepe. Let me run through the artistic similarities. So at the top, you've got these sort of bag things here, which also we have these kind of like baggy shapes up here. Then we've got this like bird area with these birds. One's holding a ball here. There's one, well, the ball's a little bit lower, but it's still on there. Then we have like this mid band. There's a mid band. And then under there, we've got this like M shape, which is also there. So it's very similar symbols, very similar carvings. Also, the hand shape and placement of the moai is kind of down here over the groin. The same as Göbekli Tepe. Exhibit A. Exhibit B, this ancient statue of a man found in ancient Turkey that's like 12,000 years old. Okay, are you with me so far? Now I get spicy. At Göbekli Tepe, you can find this symbology on the stone. Where else can we find this symbology? Australia. Ancient Aboriginal culture share the same symbol, and their culture goes back thousands of years. So you have to weigh up, what is the likelihood of these ancient cultures and sites sharing very similar symbolism? So maybe it is just a complete coincidence, or we are looking at the same story, the same art, the same imagery that is being told and retold and reimagined across cultures around the globe, and maybe in the past, the very distant past, we were more connected than we thought. Here's where Australia comes back in. In the outback of Australia, at a place called Gosford, they discovered a whole bunch of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, which at first was palmed off as just some prank that somebody did like in the 60s. However, on closer inspection and translation of the hieroglyphs, it tells the story of an ancient Egyptian voyage on a trade route from Australia, and there was a storm, the boat capsized, nearly everybody died but the captain and a couple of others, and so they weren't really trained in writing hieroglyphs, which is why they're so a bit rubbish. But some of the glyphs used here were not added to the hieroglyph dictionary until 2010, and some of the grammar is accurate to around 500 BC. So, how did some kid in the outback Australia before the internet pull off something like this? Unless it's true. Also, there are boomerangs in the Cairo Museum, and they translate to foreigner's weapon. Just saying.